Welcome to Two Guys.
Hey, Gil,
and an MBA.
do you want to discuss
Okay.
AI and OpenAI, ChatGPT, and DeepSeek?
Yeah,
And
this week, Elon Musk made a bid to buy OpenAI for $97 billion, and I think they replied, "No, thank you,"
no, thank
via
you.
tweet or something.
No, they did reply, no, but we can counter. We can buy Twitter for nine billion. That's what his retort was. I
Was it?
yeah, I love it when nerds fight because they fight in a like like a funny way. It's like these really intellectual jabs where, if it was me, I'd say F you, bitch, like that. But these guys, oh, well, I could do it and I could have an algorithm. I'm like, okay. Anyway, nerds are cool. I love them. They're rich.
Uh,
Anyway, Elon Musk started with OpenAI, and after he rejected, said, not interesting anymore. I think it was in 2018, and now he's seen, successful company. I want to buy it. No,
but
it's
I
too
guess,
much. It's too much for one person to control so many data.
yeah, I guess Musk co-founded OpenAI and
Yeah,
I
co-founded, and then he just
stepped
said,
away.
mm-hmm,
And one of the co-founders was Sam Altman, I
Microsoft,
think.
Microsoft.
and and he said he rebuffed the consortium's offer with a no thank you posted on X, prompting
Mm-hmm.
Musk to retort, "Swindler." I mean, like you said, dorks fighting, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. Swindler.
I
Uh,
wonder, is it
Is
possible?
I think
Yeah.
it's that the intention is OpenAI wants to go public, right? They were nonprofit and now they have a for-profit segment. And I think eventually they're gonna go public. He was trying to kind of like take them private, like he did with Twitter, like we mentioned. So I think it's good. I think that, I'm using ChatGPT a lot, and I think it's great that it should remain like, free plus, what was that term in B school? Premium.
ChatGPT, dear ChatGPT, give me the list of countries which started on P, and but it was in Ukrainian, and maybe that's why he missed, I think, Panama, North African Republic, because in Ukrainian is on P, and and I asked, hey, what about this country? I said, oh, you're right, you're so clever. Thank you, you teach me. I added what is it, a new list, and so it means even these obvious questions, just go to Wikipedia, dear ChatGPT, get the list from there. Um, Still a lot of area for improvements. Anyway, still ChatGPT has some dark gaps in knowledge, but if it will be public, sure, I will invest because I see the future technology there. And it's not only this machine learning, it will be something else when they have more power, more energy, more battery system and everything. And yeah.
I think it's noble. Like, here's the quote from the chairman of OpenAI about this. "OpenAI is not for sale, and the board has unanimously rejected Mr. Musk's latest attempt to disrupt competition. Any potential reorganization will strengthen our nonprofit and its mission to ensure AGI, I'm not sure what that is, benefits, whatever, artificial intelligence benefits all of humanity." So it's like a noble mission. Like, it's like saying we want the internet to be free, but like you're gonna have to have service providers. There's gonna be gatekeepers to this technology. And so it's like I think it's PR too from OpenAI. Um, they want to seem like there's that trope that goes through Silicon Valley and all the tech nerds that they're always like on the edge of history, or I forgot what it is, but something like that. They all have this kind of like utopian vision, a lot of them. I say more about that.
well, they never have to pay rent in their mom's basement, so everybody's happy, right? So listen, I mean, go buy some bread and like buy an egg and then get out of your basement for a second because I don't mind the utopian stuff, but like what to me it always sounds like BS. I get it. I get you have lots of money to create an app that takes paper and it forms a rose and you got $100 billion buyout. No big deal. But listen, the cold hard fact is people, shareholders for OpenAI want to make cold hard cash. And you could have that as the front end, but the back end is this business has to generate money, just like how Google started off with this It's still free, but is it not? It's not really free.
Advertisement.
Yeah, there's a model
Yeah.
built in that has them preserve their, I'm going to say, planet Earth utopian conversation, and then the bureaucrats are banging out trillions of dollars behind the scenes. So you know what? Give me a break, nerds, please, please.
Interesting the way that Musk is going about it too. That I think I saw a report Microsoft is planning to spend like 50 to 75 billion on AI like in 1 year, next year. And he is trying to, so they're trying to do R&D. Musk is just looking at it like M&A. He's like, let me go acquire, you know, what I can and build. That's kind of what he did with Twitter, instead of trying to build up his own platform, he was like, let me just go find what's for sale, like I mean, Trump made his own Donald Trump Media and Truth Social and all that. Musk was like, I'll just buy Twitter, Microsoft, let's do R&D, let's develop it, let's sync it into these big uh AI server centers. Musk, let me go buy OpenAI. Unsuccessfully, but it's an interesting, strategy that he's using to do mergers and acquisitions and just take over companies and effectively limit their competition with Tesla too, because that's kind of where Tesla's going, right, toward AI. So he's kind of like being like Zuckerberg when he bought Instagram. He's kind of just trying to buy his competition out so that he can just kind of stop innovation, which it might be good that he didn't get the deal done in that point of view.
Anyway, I have two thoughts. First of all, of course, he started as a co-founder. Maybe he still has some ideas, startups we don't know yet. And on the other hand, next idea, do we have any digital monopoly regulations? How one owner can manage all this data? So if he collects Twitter, OpenAI, anything Tesla users, because they share information about, so it's a huge database, personal information. It means this one person can control and do whatever he wants. So I think
It's a
it's
great,
time
yeah.
to make a regulation in digital world, not only in the business, like only me can sell, I don't know, something, lipstick with some red color lipsticks. No, it should be here. It's time. Digital monopoly, it's dangerous.
It's a great point. When we studied the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act that's now being repealed, the next thing we studied in business school was the GNDR or something,
Yep.
the regulation in Europe against data, the data law regulation. They can't take your identity, they can't put all these cookies on you and track everything. In America, they can do whatever they want. I agree. It is time for some of those regulations to catch up to the 21st century in America. Um, it's kind of the Wild West over time, and like you say, you're putting so much power in one person's hands. Under Biden, they were doing antitrust movements against, I think was it Google or Microsoft? They were moving toward antitrust uh, cases on some of the big tech companies. That's all out the window now. That's all out. That's gone.
But it's again about company, not about private data. Anyway, if you want to use iPhone, you said, yes, I agree with term and conditions. If you want drive Tesla, yes, agree. And you share your private information willingly. So it's not like because they steal your data. No, you said agree.
Did you ever watch that movie, Terms and Agreement? I watched it like 10 years ago, and I know I don't check the box anymore. I agree. I read it. And that's the biggest con game ever, Terms and Agreement.
Mhm.
The first time they kind of showed this was on Facebook. I think somebody found that their picture on Facebook was used for an advertising. And they said, hey, you can't do that. But in fact, they can, because under their terms and agreement,
Mhm.
they can use whatever's on their platform,
Yeah.
however, and there's regulations, but however they want to do it. So you should watch the movie Terms and Agreement. It was a documentary, and they even interviewed a young Zuckerberg and with a hidden camera, and he's sitting at his desk with tape over his camera, and they said, and the question was, that when your people when people go on Facebook, they click terms and agreement, and they give you access to all their data. Like, why would they do that? And he said, because they're fucking stupid.
You see, but it's
think
true.
I did. I think I did see that now that you mentioned that scene. There's a South Park episode that kind of riffs on that where Kyle, one of the kids, agrees to the iPad terms and conditions, and the what he agrees to is that his mouth will be sewn to the butthole of another person's mouth, and someone's mouth will be sewn to his, and they called it the human centipede. And so then they're
Oh,
all sewn together, pooping in each other's mouths. I didn't make the
stop
episode.
Oh
it.
my
These
God.
guys.
I have a
Oh
great
my God.
imagination.
And
Stop
then he
it.
says, "Well, what
Uh,
do you mean?" And his dad is a lawyer in the show. He said, "What do you mean he agreed to that?" Well, he did sign the terms and conditions. And he looks at it, Kyle, did you sign this? Well, that you agreed, right?
But it's everywhere. If you want to buy a ticket to some flight somewhere, again, check. You share your private data,
yep.
anything. So it's everywhere. And okay, stay at home, do nothing, and then maybe, but it's already there. So no chance. We already agreed
Nothing's
so much.
private anymore.
Yeah.
ChatGPT knows more about me than my wife. It's not nothing is it's everything's out there nowadays. Like, soon they'll be able to probably read your thoughts, like sell you a, strawberry daiquiri with it. It's whatever you want, whatever you're thinking of, that if advertisers could do it, wouldn't that be the best thing? It's like anticipate your needs and anticipate the demand before it's even thought up, right?
I mean,
I'm sure they'll,
Amazon does that, right? They have
yes.
predictive algorithms where, and they even have a deeper one. I forgot the name of it, where if they see your buying pattern and now their AI figures it out, and then it goes and starts to move product closer to deliver in one day based on its predictive algorithm of what you. So if I buy a toaster, yeah, they could say maybe I'll buy
Bread,
like
toast
bread,
bread,
yeah, bread.
toast
But
bread.
I think they even go multiple
We'll
steps more. Like this guy's buying a toaster, but he actually bought shoes and then he bought a pen. Yeah, I can see him buying like a blanket because he needs a blanket when he eats his toast. So he fell asleep. Like that's how wild it's gonna get. And you're like, wow, I didn't know I wanted that, but I guess I did.
not even gonna get that's here now. Like I saw a report where it was a teenage girl's dad found out that she was pregnant before she even knew she was pregnant because he started getting
Orders.
notifications in his email about pregnancy things, and algorithm had picked up on that this girl started ordering shampoo that pregnant women tend to order. And so it knew she was pregnant before she was even pregnant. And that outed her to the dad and created a whole catastrophe in their family, supposedly, right? It's already here. That stuff's already here. It's only going to get deeper.
I want to see this child. I want to see this child of the internet. What did it look like? Wow.
Please consider subscribing below.
Thank you for being with us. Please leave your comments, feedback, what you think about us, and see you in the next podcast. Bye.